Hello again, honky tonks. Straight to the point, there's a video circulating heavily on social media of bailiffs assisted by a police force breaking and entering into a person's house. Now, before we get to the feelings bit and my opinion, a few things you ought to know. I really want to like the police. I want to support them, but they're just like the Star Wars sequels. I can't. No matter how much I try, I just don't like them. My feelings of the police are this: they are like a militant arm. They are a weapon of the woke establishment. They are a part of the two-tier justice system where certain peoples are given the freedoms to do whatever the hell they want, when they want, how they want, compared to the rest of us. You know who I'm talking about. And the police are part of the problem. The police have been infiltrated by political correctness, and it's spread through, it's shot through the police like a cancer. And so, in my opinion, they are one-sided, they are political, and they're not your friend. Sadly, I don't want to say that, but there we go, it's true. Now, regarding bailiffs, bailiffs can't do what they want. They are a last resort used by not just people going through the system, but the courts to get what's owed to them. Now, for this to have happened to this person at this particular time, a judicial process would have been followed. Paperwork, a judgment. They would have sent paperwork out again, demanding letters over and over and over. If you owe something to the courts, they don't send bailiffs out straight away. They ask you nicely and then they warn you, and that's it. They give up, they send the bailiffs. That's how it is, all right? Feelings aside, that's the fact. My mate, one of the best men I've ever known, he was a bailiff at one point, and I often used to ask him, why the hell are you doing that job? Because he's a nice guy, funny guy. And he said he kind of fell into it, but it was a stepping stone to the police. Being a bailiff isn't a job I could do. I wouldn't have the ruthlessness and the lack of heart to do it. And in my view, it takes a special kind of arsehole to be a bailiff, in my opinion. To do that, walk into someone's house, intimidate them, and take stuff away in front of your children is just evil. That's another level of scumbaggery, if you ask me. Now, regarding the video I'm talking about, it's trending online. I haven't been able to get in touch with the person who owns the video, but here's a screenshot and the name of the guy who owns it. It's on TikTok mainly, but there we go. And it's a bunch of bailiffs. They are breaking and entering into someone's house, and they are protected and assisted by a police force. Now, my problem, before I get to my opinion, the bailiffs are entitled to call the police for assistance if they're having difficulties. Now, what many people don't know, and what is garnering a lot of sympathy here, is that the person is a female, she didn't pay her council tax, and she has stage 4 cancer. Now, in my view, and in many other people's views, these facts weren't taken into consideration by the courts. The bailiffs don't give a shit. All right, you could be limbless, quadriplegic, they will still walk in and take your stuff, as what happened in Winchester a few years ago, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that sums up bailiffs and the type of people they are to a T. They're there to intimidate and scare you, and I think they should be banished. To be honest, they should be banished. I know there are some people out there who take the piss and don't pay fines, etc., but still, things should be taken into consideration, shouldn't they? And that's my opinion. Now, my problem with the police in this scenario is this: there's loads of them. Tons and tons of police officers. They're making sure the bailiffs are able to break down this person's door. And they know at this point, because of the cameraman telling them, that this person has stage 4 cancer. So obviously, if you're at that stage of cancer, sadly, you know, I'm not going to say it. I hope this person survives, I really do. But Well, there's no buts, is there? But the police know at this point, and so should have shown compassion. The police are there, after all, not to deter crime, but to be a comfort and, a help. They're there to protect and serve at the end of the day. Now, they know this person's circumstances. If there was a copper there, a commander with an ounce of compassion, then I'm guessing and hoping that they've used their initiative and said, all right, stop this, let's go back to the courts and tell them what's happening with this person. But no, they continued. This poor lady with stage 4 cancer was allowed by the police to be evicted from her home, and she lost everything. And all because the police lacked compassion. The only conviction the police have now are left-wing politics. That's the only thing they're sure of. And here's the thing. If you're a stage 4 cancer sufferer and able to pay your bills, if you dare utter the wrong pronouns, if you say hurty words on the internet, then the police will be on you like flies on shit. That's what they'll do if you're a victim of real crime. Burglary, robbery, carjacking, someone's nicked your bike, theft, twok, taking without consent, if that's a crime. Then, they don't care. They don't give a toss. And that's the state of the police. There's no compassion. It's all woke politics now. India Willoughby reported J.K. Rowling to the police recently for calling them a man. And in all likelihood, the police will probably take that seriously. It's clown world. It really is clown world. But there we go. That's my opinions on that video. You can't ignore the facts, though. Saying that, you can question the method and the role of the police here. And it's shocking, it's shameful, and it's a disgrace. And yes, this is yet another reason why I believe the police needs reforming root and stem. Political correctness, wokery, political bias, it needs to be derooted aggressively. And they need to recruit the right people, the right sort. Not these Owen Jones types recruited from Marxist-soaked learning establishments, colleges and universities. They need real men, real women with life experience, people who, if they were in the police and they were called to assist this bailiff evicting this cancer victim, they'd have shown compassion and done the right thing, i.e. stop the whole operation, go back to the courts, report to the courts, tell them the underlying issue and why this person couldn't pay the fine. The courts don't just dish out punishment. I've witnessed it as a prison officer. They have dished out compassion. If there's an underlying issue, then there will be lenience. Sometimes they won't take no action. There was a notorious homeless man, and I say notorious because the guy wasn't well mentally. I think this was in Maidenhead back in the day, between Reading and Slough. And he was always in and out of prison, always in the courts. And then it turns out he used to be a recorder in Reading Crown. And his wife died, his kids died, he lost everything, turned to drink, and that's it. And he didn't tell anyone why he was homeless, and one day he just did. And this magistrate, he was a stipe, he showed compassion, even gave him a tenner out of his own pocket and sent him on his way, wished him good luck. So once they know there's something up, what's causing it, and it's not really your fault, then they will. They're not just there to punish, imprison and fine. They will. The courts will help you. I've seen it happen, folks. And this is what should have happened to this poor lady, rather than getting evicted. And there we go. That's all I've got to say. Now, what the hell is that? Is that one of those free plasticine things? What the hell is that? No, it's not, is it? It's a scarf. You know those shimags they wear, the black and white things, the free plasticine pro-terror Hamas marches going on? I thought it was one of them. Anyway, I'm off. The wind's picking up, but I'm safe. I won't get blown away because I'm pleasantly plump. So I'm not scared of the elements that way. Anyway, I'm off. Thanks for walking with me. I've enjoyed this one. Hope you understand my opinion. If you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments. I engage with as many people as I can. Sorry. Oh, that was a camp mince then, wasn't it? I'm not one of them, honestly. Right, I'm off. Catch you later. I'm past 49. Until next time, Roger Trout.